Right, hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new episode of Trash Talk. I'm here with a very, very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is. Sorry, can I redo that?
Yeah, it's all good, man. Right, I'll restart the intro if you want. Right, okay, right.
Sorry, this is like the first time. Okay, go for it.
It's all good, man. Right, hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new episode of Trash Talk. I'm here with a very, very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Rayden. Just Rayden,
Well, just jumping straight into where usually with Trash Talk episodes, especially with like guests that have just appeared on for like one time or they've never come on before, I do want to start at the beginning of your YouTube stuff. So how did you get into doing YouTube videos, right? Because again, like I said to a lot of people, people are usually influenced by the content creators they watch, right? If it's gaming, they usually watch like a gaming content creator, maybe like Stampy or whatever. If it was Minecraft, if it was commentary, they probably watch something like iDubbbz or Leafy. But what got you into doing YouTube videos and creating stuff in the scene?
I originally wanted to be like a gaming YouTuber, so I was just gonna like do like gaming content because I watched Jacksepticeye and Dan TDM when I first started watching YouTube, and then I seen this YouTuber named Jalen. Now that's gonna be interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, but I seen this YouTuber named Jalen, and I seen this YouTuber named Tagswag, and I basically seen that that they made videos that were kind of interesting. They made videos about like news, and it got like a ton of views. So I tried it, and my first one got like I think 1,000 views in like a week. So I continued.
Well, looking at your channel, or at least the public uploads, it starts off as very gaming Minecraft based, right? And then it slowly moves into more like commentary stuff, like even a bit of the commentary stuff crossed with the Minecraft stuff. So for you, like I know you said like Jalen of all people, and then Tagswag and stuff got you into like commentary and doing bits like that. But was there any reason in particular that you decided to switch over? Like we know your reasons, but was it purely like views and stuff, or like what was it for you that made you go, right, I don't want to do gaming anymore, I want to do commentary?
I think it was mainly because like commentary with the gameplay, like you have gameplay with commentary sometimes, and I like the fact that you could still play games and then also talk about stuff that would gain the video more views than if you were to just play that specific game. And
Was that the more appealing side of the commentary stuff, that you could sort of merge both like elements of it together?
yeah, because I've already played like games before, and I was like, oh cool, this is insane. I could just merge the two and then talk about drama that is funny.
No, 100%. And like, is that the approach as well? Like, just like looking at content creation for now. When you're doing stuff, like shorts as well, right? Like you ventured into the short stuff on your Rayden channel. Like, what sort of aspects do you look at when going into something like that, right? Because like I've spoke to a bunch of short YouTubers, long form creators, podcasts, drama type YouTubers, documentary types. But for you, what was it like getting into shorts? Like, what made you get into that style of content? We already know like why you got into like the commentary style and what you were doing on long form, but what made you get into and venture into the short stuff?
I seen this YouTuber named Relax. I don't know if you know them, Relax. And basically, they made these shorts where they basically did normal commentary on normal like types of like topics, but then they would do it in shorts, but in such an interesting way. So I was like, interesting. So what if I try to see what they do and like see how they do it, and then try to like reverse engineer and maybe be able to like figure it out? And I think my very first short I did like that got 50,000 views in like an hour.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I tried to really figure that out, and then now it's gaining like 1,000 views a week still.
Well, are you then on that? Are you a very like analytical person when it comes down to YouTube, right? Like, of course, with like your most popular long form video is a Mr. Beast Squid Game one, right? 39,000 views. And then shorts, like there's quite a few videos like above 10K. So are you a very analytical person when you like study analytics, or is that something that interests you at all? Like what's your view on that? Because it seems like you've got that down, at least with shorts. You've got down like the analytical side of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I try to find out as much about the algorithm as possible. And I met someone recently that had like 30 subscribers, and I was able to help them gain, I think it was like 60 subscribers in like 5 days just by
Oh, wow.
teaching them a few tricks, and they went from like 20 views a video to like 300 views a video just by
Mhm.
teaching them like a few tricks, and that's it.
And is that something that you enjoy doing? Is like giving advice, tips, and stuff? Well, in the analytical sense, because it does seem like you're very like analytically gifted in that sense that you know what the algorithm wants. You've got these little top tips and stuff. Do you enjoy doing stuff like that? Because I know, of course, like your main stuff is commentary, doing the shorts and bits. But is that stuff that if you could do and you could like tell more people about like what you've learned about the like analytical side, would you do that as well? Like, what's your thing with that, or is it just more like you've studied it for your own personal growth?
Like the fact I can help people, but it was originally because I wanted to grow my channel. But I figured out a lot of stuff from like past friends. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, so if I got all this advice from past friends, I might as well help my newer friends if
Hmm.
I can, or like someone that just asks me. Because it's just if they grow, it like shows me what they've done, and then I can also apply that to my content. So it can just be like a split thing. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's very weird how that works because it's just if I help them, I will see what works for them, and then if it works for them, it will probably work for me. But I also like to see the fact that they grow and I was able to help them with that process. And
No, 100%. Like, I guess it's the best of two worlds. You get to make new connections. You get to talk to new people. But you also get to like share knowledge and like, grow and stuff. And like I do hate to be that person, but like I know that a lot of people do like tend to bring up your connections and stuff. And like when speaking to Ace about this episode, is like something that's come up quite a bit. Is that for a smaller YouTuber, you've got quite a few connections, right?
yeah,
And like I don't know how much you want to get into like the names and stuff, but for you, like being such a small content creator, not in a negative way, of course. But like, how have you come across and how have you managed to get or like garner those connections with these bigger creators? Like how has that come about for you?
it was very interesting. I met a YouTuber with like 10,000 subscribers. His name was Timmy Logo at the time. I don't know what his name is now. Um, but basically, I met him, and then he helped me meet another YouTuber with like 500,000 subscribers.
Hmm.
I don't know how he had that connection. He just did. And then
Yeah.
because of that, I was able to meet Jalen. Uh, now, here's the thing. When I met Jalen, she wasn't controversial. It was like literally, I think, a few months before she was really controversial.
Hmm.
Um, so that was interesting. And then I met Tagswag because of this guy as well, Timmy Logo, and I'm trying to help him with his YouTube channel because he is slowly losing views, and I'm trying to help him with that. Yeah.
Well, and with these connections, right? Like, does it like because I always feel like I've spoke to quite a few people that like are more known from their connections and like being able to make connections and stuff like that rather than their content and stuff like for example Bunk, right? Bunk is a person that's built up so many connections within commentary, big and small, that everyone knows him, right? But they might not know him for his content. Like how does that feel where you're in that position where you're 50-50, right? You're known not only for like the connections you built but for your content, like how does that feel just speaking to people that have got hundreds of thousands of subscribers in comparison to like what you do and stuff? Like, does that like change the way that you have an outlook on content creation when you speak to people and stuff? Like what is it like for you being like a smaller content creator who does just naturally have these connections?
Oh, amazing! I think it's insane because uh, most of these people that I like talk to, I have actually like watched before I became like a commentary YouTuber or before I
Yeah.
actually like
Hmm.
started making commentary videos, and it was insane because when I met, I'm gonna mention Jalen again, but when I met
Hmm.
Jalen,
Yeah.
again before they were controversial, um, when I met Jalen, that was like insane. They were my very first connection, and then I met I think Tagswag like a week later, and again I watched both of them like simultaneously, like both at the same time, and I thought it was really cool that I was able to meet them around the same time, and like when I first started making videos, like with commentary.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that was pretty cool. And
No,
also
no,
I met
100%.
like
Mm-hmm.
I met Optimus as well once. Um, but this was like one time. I want to meet him again, but I watched his videos before I met him as well, and I think it was pretty interesting how I met him as well. Do any of you guys know Domino? Am I allowed to mention his name?
Oh
Yeah, yep.
boy.
If you want to, yep.
Okay, so Domino added Optimus to the call because apparently he had that connection, and we
Mm-hmm.
asked him questions. Me and Halden asked him questions for a podcast episode, and you can thank Halden for this, but the entire podcast was literally corrupted. So thanks Halden for that. But
Cool.
we literally had
Mm-hmm.
Jalen and Optimus fighting in a call together, and Halden literally had the recording, and it corrupted. So we don't have that recording anymore. So basically, I would like to get that to happen again, but that's probably not going to happen again because like that was such a rare thing that I don't think will happen again. But yeah,
No,
that
no,
was pretty interesting.
well, like I guess like I do 100% relate to that, right? It is so real when you speak to people that you used to watch or like you watch, right? Like even doing the podcast, like speaking to people like Turkey Tom, speaking to in the Anarchist, Sensitive Society, and like even just other smaller content creators that like I've watched, like lyrics and other bits. It is like surreal when you end up making connections like that, talking to them and like messing around with them and stuff. It is very surreal, and it seems like you've got that locked down, and with the connections you built, like Jalen, like even by having Optimus there and stuff. So no, I guess that is like without being crude, that is like a very interesting part of you and your YouTube journey, right? Because not a lot of people have that, like have maybe connections and stuff where you very much do, which factors into content. Like you said, like trying to record that, of course it corrupted, but you had that there. And this is just a part of the episode where I'm going to ask Ace Howler at this point. Ace, do you have any like questions you want to ask about Rayden right at this moment?
Yes, besides Jalen, Rayden, have you ever had any negative connections?
Yes, actually I have, and you already know the answer to this. But
Oh, I'm
yes.
just curious.
Yes, I have before he did anything stupid. After I found out he did something stupid, I was no longer friends with him and I barely talked to him. And now he's blocked me. I don't know why, but he's blocked me. I'm actually happy about that. But his name is Side Ice.
Oh,
I'm
wow. Fucking hell.
yeah, yeah. You know that's why I need to explain all that. But I met Side Ice when he had 6,000 subscribers,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like a normal creator. I don't know what happened between the 6,000 mark and the 100,000 mark, but he just completely lost his mind. Apparently, I don't know if this was completely true, but apparently he thought that he could go back in time or like time travel. I'm pretty sure he said that, and also he doxed people, and I'm pretty sure like a lot of other things that were really, really bad. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was interesting. I thought.
Well, yeah. When you bring up the name Side Iced, it does come with a lot of negative connotations, especially now, right? Especially with all the people that have been silenced by Side Iced, all of just genuinely all of the negative stuff that comes with them. So no, I do get like maybe disconnecting yourself from that. Like, do you regret? Just my only question on that, like treading lightly in that area. Um, is like, do you regret speaking to them and meeting them originally?
A complicated question because when I first met them, they were like a really nice person. Like they weren't really that mean to anyone, from
Mhm.
my knowledge. And then I met someone that did, Roblox commentary, and they told me that Side Ice like false copyright strike to their channel and got it like 2 strikes. So I talked to
Mhm.
Side Ice, and he started being like really like I don't know a better example to say this than like sus. He started being like really sus after that,
Yeah, yeah.
and then he started blowing up on YouTube. Then he went mad, and then yeah, at that point I did regret meeting him. But yeah, that was kind of insane how he just like every time someone called him out, he just kept false copyright striking them or striking them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I also don't like the fact that
mm-hmm.
yeah, exactly. I also don't like the fact that he kept like dodging the criticism the way he did.
Yeah.
He should have like stopped doing what he did. I don't think what he did was good at all. Obviously, I was kind of friends with him at the time, but like now I don't want anything to do with him. But yeah,
no, I 100% get that, and just like I feel like you've brought it to like a natural bridge to like the next topic I do want to discuss a little bit, and like although Trash Talk isn't like all focused on drama, right? There is always a drama element, especially within commentary, right? Like a lot of the interesting things that do happen to content creators is surrounded by little squabbles that people have, actual drama and stuff. So for you being a commentator, like connection wise and whatever. Have you ever had any drama within the community or just any drama in general?
multiple times, actually, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
First one I'm gonna discuss. Someone that I was friends with, that I was actually helping them grow their channel, created an AI. I don't know if Ace has told you about this. Created an AI that made my voice say the N-word.
Wow. Well, real quick, just before you continue with that, like, how does that even come about? Like, how does that even happen?
So basically, I had this server named YouTube commentary, and basically all these people would join that were part of like the commentary space. And this guy that I met had like 16 subscribers at the time, and I was just helping him grow his channel to like 100. Now he has 200, which I don't even care about anymore. But yeah, he basically steadily grew. Then me and him got into like a fight, I think. And then he made an AI voice of me saying the N-word to try to cancel me. Because I was gonna, what is it called? Because we were in like a fight, so I was like growing at this time like pretty good. Like I was getting like 10 subscribers a day compared to him. So he wanted to like ruin that. So I guess the reason why he did that was just to try to ruin that. Obviously, the videos aren't up anymore, but that's just because he deleted them because he felt bad. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. It's just that is a really weird set of circumstances, right? Usually when a drama happens or there's a something where even someone's jealous, right, of subscriber growth or anything like that, usually you see people just making false allegations and stuff against them. You don't see them go to the extent where they're like faking actual clips and stuff. So for you being like involved in like that sort of stuff, like how did you deal with that, right? From that perspective, like how did you debunk that in that sense? Because it is probably harder to debunk like an AI voice than just a false allegation, right?
Not at all. Actually, I have an entire document that's named evidence for this exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
I could send that to you if you want. I have everything. But basically, I have the videos that display the AI voice. I have all of the screenshots where they have edited my voice. Edited my like profile picture and everything to make it seem like I said the N-word.
Mm-hmm.
I can send you a screenshot really quick that will just like disprove one of the things. Yeah, 1 second. I'll do that really quick. So, okay. I'm gonna send you a screenshot, and you tell me what you think the problem is with it. Okay?
It's over.
Okay.
Well, wait until I can see nothing wrong with it. Just
So
blind as a bat.
See this?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, obviously, I did not say this. I would not even type like that. But can you see anything wrong with that image? Can you see anything wrong with it?
Yeah, well, the colouring is completely off, and the fact that it's completely blurry in contrast to the other text around it is also a little bit suspicious. But what, in your view, is wrong with it? Because that would be the red flag to me as well. That it also looks like different text as well. It looks very off, just in general, right? When you look at that, it doesn't look real. what for you screams that isn't real?
Okay, now I'm gonna send you this screenshot. Now,
Mhm.
what's different here?
Not only just the text in general, but it's definitely just less blurry as well. The text is just completely different overall.
Yes, but if you look at the logo here, right? I'm the
Hmm.
top one, right? With no
Yeah.
background.
Hmm.
Now, if you look at the screenshot that they provided, you can easily see that there's a background on that, profile picture. When I've
Yeah.
never had a background on my profile picture.
Hmm.
So they messed up there because I thought it was funny because I thought they just did Control-Shift-C and then made it say that. But no, they made an entirely new account called Rayden. And then decided to try to go with that because I'll show you. So this is the account that they made. This is the account that they made, and then this is the account that's mine.
It's like
You can
insane, man.
you can clearly see that there's a difference with the hashtag. This was before. There's no hashtag anymore, but
Hmm.
you can clearly see there's a difference between the hashtag and also the profile pictures. I never had that profile picture. They probably searched up my name and then found that profile picture. But I think that was pretty interesting. That's one thing I did to debunk it, and then I had other things I could show you after the podcast. But yeah.
Hmm. No, I get that, man. I guess it's just a different kind of drama, right? Like, it isn't your stereotypical ordinary commentary beef. And just one last thing on drama and stuff. Is there any other drama that you've had that you think's interesting or what? Or is that the major one that really stands out to you?
Breone in particular. He does
That's a good
not
one.
like me.
Why? Well, Brio doesn't like a lot of people. Why specifically doesn't he like you?
Yeah, okay, there's a lot of reasons. Okay. He said I stole one of his videos once, and I made a similar video to his, and he said I
Hmm.
stole it, even though I only used one screenshot from his video, and that's it. But I kind of made it different.
Hmm.
And also at this time, he literally said in the comment section something like, "I know you're jealous of me, but don't try to steal my glory," or something. He said something along that line. Yeah, I know. I know exactly. And the thing is, after that, I didn't talk to him for a long time, and then he blew up, got 100,000 subscribers. Then I met Halden. Halden's in a lot of these dramas. I found out for some reason, but I met Halden, and then I got into a call with Breone. We talked for a little bit, then I just started trolling him. So he doesn't like me because I troll him a lot.
Well, being involved in those sort of situations, how do you I know how others, but how do you deal with being in such situations like that, especially with people like Breone, for example? Breone is probably one of the most hated people in the commentary community for lots of different reasons. The guy gets clowned on constantly. I've had my own issues with him as well. How do you deal with being in a situation with a hated person like that?
This might sound bad, but it's it's fun confronting people about that stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just fun because you get to see their side of it, but you also confront them about stuff that they don't want you to talk about. So then they have to scramble, and also they have to figure out something to go around that statement, and then they have to figure something out to not talk about a specific thing. And then once you bring up that specific thing up, and then also I realized it's not gonna have anything really to do with my personal life, so I don't really have stress about it in my personal life. It's just something to do, and also I can confront these people, and then I can tell them that this is completely too far, and you guys should just leave the internet, you know.
Mm-hmm. No,
But
100% that. Mm-hmm.
that's really it.
No, 100% get that. And with somebody like you that does have those connections and stuff, it just must be weird, right? It must be a really weird situation to be in, especially with someone like Brio and someone who is a bigger content creator, right? Even Kumo, right? So no, I'm just get that, and I feel that, and I do want to just ask technically one last question. I've got a little one afterwards. But for you, a question that I do ask quite a lot of people that do come on the podcast, especially like the smaller commentators and just commentators in general, is if you could call out any YouTuber, regardless of their 1 subscriber or 100 million subscribers, who would you personally call out and why?
Oh shoot, I would say Pegasus.
What? Why?
Yeah, Pegasus.
Yeah, why?
Okay, so you know that drama with Tagswag and Pegasus? Are you guys aware of that at all?
Yeah, Tagswag is so crazy for that. That's insane.
No, Tagswag didn't do anything. Like, okay, sure, he did something wrong. Obviously, he shouldn't have like word for word stole like a paragraph of Pegasus's video, but Pegasus could have like did so much better with that drama. He could have just like contacted Tagswag privately. He could have literally did anything other than make a video on Tagswag, which leaded to Tagswag's channel not doing as well as it used to. Tagswag used to get like I think 200,000 views a video on average, and then he would easily get a video every week with like 500,000 views. And now he barely gets a video with, I think, 40,000 views a video. That all stemmed from the Pegasus drama. That like completely stemmed from that.
Content, bro.
Now, clearly, obviously, Tagswag shouldn't have stole a paragraph. I'm not saying that was a good thing, but also I'm not saying Pegasus was in the complete right there, because Pegasus had, I think, 600,000 subscribers at the time, and Tagswag was just blowing up. Like, he was just blowing up, and he barely, like, got his step on, like, YouTube, and then Pegasus decided to, like, get rid of that. Like, I think Tagswag was at 300,000 subscribers, but I may be wrong about that.
No, I get that, and I get those reasons and stuff. Like I guess that again, it's an interesting one to call out, right, for like various different reasons and stuff. But no, I think that's a good choice if you were going to call out somebody. I think that is like a good choice, especially with your stuff as well. And just a very final question, which isn't a question for you as such, but if you could see anybody on TrashTalk, is there anybody that you'd want me to talk to?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You should either talk to... I don't know if you already have done this. Have you talked to Optimus yet?
I've not spoke to Optimus. An episode that I would very much like to do.
I think you should either talk to Optimus, Tagswag. Actually, I could probably set this up right now. I could probably set up the Jalen interview, because I've heard that you've wanted to do that, right?
Well, yeah. Well, with Jalen, I've reached out a couple of times, and like they follow me and stuff, but it's never really got anywhere at all, really.
Yeah. I could probably set that up after this podcast, but yeah. I think you should talk to Jalen or Optimus or Tagswag. That would just be interesting. And maybe if you can get Poncho. He doesn't really like podcasts though, so I don't know.
No, 100%. So some of them are very like feasible. Like I said, Jalen as well. Just like I feel like a lot of those are quite feasible to like be able to do and hopefully like get on. I feel like those be like really good episodes, especially with people more like Tagswag, Jalen stuff. People that don't always regularly get interviewed a lot. I know Jalen like will sometimes go on live streams or whatever. But regularly, like in an interview setting, like it's not always the case. So I know those are like 100% be like good episodes to do. So I really do just appreciate you coming on for 30-40 minutes, just talking about connections, drama, your channels and stuff, and just sharing some bits.
No problem, man. I mean, even though it took a very long time, yeah, no problem,
Yeah, no worries, man. And I really do appreciate everyone watching today's episode of Trash Talk. If you did enjoy, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. But I've been your host, Samuel, and I will catch you in the next episode of Trash Talk.